So during the lockdown, we've been asking some of our team to recapture some of their memories really on some of the fish that they've caught on CR baits. And I thought it was really my turn to just go through some of the fish I've caught and some of my memories from the product. To be honest, one of my fondest memories of CR baits is actually nothing to do with me catching anything fantastic. A week we call Big Fish Week in Team CR that was really a culmination of a long time coming really, and a week where some absolutely fantastic fish were caught from all over the country as well as in France. So we had the Swain brothers and doggers out in Graviers catching at 70 and 80 and the Scarfish at £90. Enoch for Aaron Fisher at Swan Valley. Ethan catching some lovely 40-pounders out at Elfix. And some other fish chucked in Frano, and even I chipped in with a 16-pounder that week. And to me, that sticks in my memory. Every time it comes up on my social media, I'm like, yeah, do you know what? We had it right. And we've got it right, and we're getting it right each and every time. And that's what I mean, is those memories, for me, as one of the owners of the brand, isn't just about fish that have gone in my net. It's about all the fish that have gone in other people's nets. The phone calls from people like Liam catching a PB on New Year's Day, things like that, those phone calls to me are worth all of the fish I've ever caught. Hearing people catching on your products and loving the products means probably more to me sometimes than some of the fish I've caught. But if I was to talk about one fish, and it's a fish I've talked about a lot, it's the one over my shoulder. Fish from Lac Poupiers, a fish known as the Wart. Just shy of £60, a common that absolutely blew my mind away really, and to spend it with who spent it, myself, Liam and Ian Tington with Millen on Poupiers, that for me will always stand out. It was caught like 2 hours before we were packing up on a spot that I'd worked my nuts off, a spot that I'd seen fish moving in and out of daily, and I just couldn't catch a fish in there. It had a few other fish from open water, but this spot that screamed fish, and a spot that I could see from the drone had fish moving in and out of it all the time, just couldn't get a fish from there. A lot of bait went in there. They were obviously feeding on the bait because they were going in and out back and forth. And it was, as I say, it was a weird bite. I changed the rig to, I've actually got the rig here. Ooh. Like, it's out of shape and bent and haggard. But it's the most ridiculous, oversized hinge stiff rig, a tiny little size 6 hook, an absolute bonkers weight on it. It's just so terrible. It should never have ever caught a fish. But what happened was after reeling in weed, reeling in sticks, wafters, not getting a drop because it's under a canopy, having to bait boat under there. It took me till sort of the 6th day to realise that if I went round and maybe just raked a little bit of the spot from behind it, from the bank side this way back out, I might be able to clear a spot. And it transpired that the spot was just covered in rubbish, twigs, roots, but I knew the fish were in there. So yeah, that whenever I show people, they're like, no way did you catch that fish on that. It's a rig that, hinge stiff rigs that have caught loads of fish on, but they're normally little cute, dainty little things. That was a 14 mils CR1 yellow pastel, chucked under there with loads of CR1 and Nutrien, and that had been spread along the whole margin. So yeah, a proof that every dog has his day really, that fish. And I talk about that fish a lot because it was one of those things where you think nothing's going to work, and a rig change and a bait change for me absolutely flipped the script. And as I say, I've caught a load of fish on the products over the 5 years. It'd be inevitable. Some lovely fish from Farriers, White Springs, Linear, loads of little places. Windmill Lakes in France, caught some absolutely fantastic fish from there. And to be honest with you, a lot of other people's captures mean more to me in my heart. And it sounds really, really weird to say that, but I've been truly blessed with this company, with the people that have been with us. A lot of them have come and gone on to other things, but they still remain family. And to me, that's what CR Baits is all about. It's a family. Yes, we make some money from it, but we make a lot more memories. And to me, CR baits will always be about creating memories.